The Dark Elves are the emo cousins to the High Elves, probably with better taste in music, but less respect for established authority. Finally, he sleeps here with another video in the Faction Wars series. On your way to Lydia the Death Siren, you'll need to 3-star each and every level in the Dark Elves faction, and that's tonight's focus. First though, make sure you subscribe here at YouTube, turn on notifications so you never miss when a video goes live. It's simple and free, but makes a big difference. The Dark Elves faction final level features the green boss, which attacks with poison, HP burn, and true fear, so you'll need to be able to survive the debuffs. If you can block debuffs or constantly cleanse, you'll be fine. Especially though through the waves. Like any stage in Faction Wars, you'll need to build a team with specific roles. You're going to want at least a damage dealer and or a nuker. You're going to need crowd control to help through the waves. That's somebody who's going to lay down debuffs on everybody and slow a group of 5 down as you work your way towards the boss. And most importantly, you're going to need support champion or champions that act as a cleanser, or better yet, blocking debuffs altogether, maybe even a healer and reviver. There is a free legendary in Dark Elves that is obtainable through HYDRA, MYTHLAX Lifebane. She's one of the best support champions in the game, and she basically dominates this level. She's not the only champion you can use here, but she's by far the most obvious since she's free. Visionary, Knocked the Paralyzer, Crackarth, and Captain Tamila would all be suitable substitutes. Also for support, I went with Madame Saris. Her A2 and A3 remove enemy buffs and place decrease attack, decrease defense, and block debuffs in True Fear, which comes in handy in the waves. There are lots of other options here for crowd control too. As for epics, you have Luria, Lua, and Crimson Helm. They're all decent substitutes without being legendaries. Painkeeper decreases cooldowns and brings healing to the team. That's why I have her at the lead. For damage, I brought Kale and Coldheart, both stacked with crit rate and crit damage, which means they're going to hit hard throughout, especially once they reach the boss. Now, I have no reviver for this faction in my team, but with MYTHLAX, I didn't really run the risk of losing anyone, so it works out just the same. If you do not have MYTHLAX Lifebane yet, Kaden is an epic defense reviver that's pretty common. Also, there are other support champs throughout that remove debuffs and or heal and revive that can work just as well. Kaden and Blind Seer are the go-to revivers for this faction, but neither are required, obviously. So basically, you need crit damage and crit rate on your damage dealer, and then probably lifesteal, maybe a bolster set and shield set for your reviver, and regen, immortal, lifesteal, accuracy, perception, speed, bolster. Those are all good sets for this. Let's see. Okay, so we're at the boss now. And once you make it to the green boss, it's all about surviving the HP burn and poisons she's going to lay down while you work on the minions. Her A1 hits the weakest target and places a 3-turn poison, as well as decreases their turn meter by 35%. Her A2 is a 3-turn cooldown AoE that places True Fear and a 3-turn poison, plus decreases turn meter by 50%. Now, her passive is what really sucks. Every time she's attacked, it places an HP burn on the attacking champion. The 2 minions are support only. The first one places block damage on the boss, while the second places block debuffs on the boss. Most important thing here is to take out the minions first and foremost, then and only then deal with the boss. The minions are the most crucial factor in dealing with the green boss, because if they're laying down block debuffs and block damage, the boss then basically becomes unstoppable. High resist, shields, and a healer, maybe a reviver, are major factors in earning 3 stars here without MYTHLAX Lifebane. All in all, with Lifebane though, this level is pretty simple. If you haven't reached that point through HYDRA yet, without this free champion, you'll need to substitute a couple of support champs in her place. If you have other factions you're struggling with, Make sure you check out the whole Faction War series here on the channel. All of the links for the full series are below in the video description. A few other things to take note. It's in Faction Wars, it is a marathon. It's not a sprint. You've got to start somewhere. And you don't need everyone at 60 either, especially along the way. It's going to take time. Patience is the key, and just keep working at it as you get your way through. Now, if this information helped you along your way in your run towards Lydia, make sure you subscribe here on the YouTube. It's a small gesture that goes a long way toward the growth of the channel. I'm Finally He Sleeps. Thanks for helping out. And as always, as long as you keep watching, I'll keep making videos.